my parents, like a lot of folks of my parents' generation, felt that for especially for a black man here in America, the safest path is to get a 4-year degree in something like accounting and get a good job, right? And if I had been a better student, they might have been on the doctor lawyer pathway, but they kind of knew that that was not in the cards. So they were just like, you need to get a solid job, and it was a little early, and so they didn't have the same sort of like inundation with technology that we have today. And so when I said, hey, I think I want to go to school for software engineering, at the time they sort of said, no one goes to college for that, you should probably go to, like, accounting or something. Right? So I was not encouraged. And I think in some ways, when you're a kid, that sometimes gives you the extra fire in your belly to like get after it and say, well, I'm going to be a little bit of a rebel, and like I'm going to kind of do this on the side until it really kind of materialized for me and became like a real reality when I started seeing success after, just trying for a really long time to kind of figure out how do I continue to nurture the thing that I enjoyed doing until it became obvious that there was career paths. So like Kimberly is saying, if you can find mentors and allies that can help you just understand better the landscape of opportunities that are out there, then it can give you more to sort of like feed that inner hunger to um, you know satisfy your curiosity and try things and test things and figure out what's more of your interest. Is it on the data side? And if it's on the data side, there's a whole variety of different ways that you can interact with data, whether it's data analytics or data engineering. There's just a whole lot in just that space, let alone the opportunities that can kind of grow as you find more and more what is that what is that part of the T level experience, that T-shaped experience, what's the part that you're really interested in. And then just it's very low cost, right? The internet is practically free. You have access to the internet, and so that's very different than when I was growing up, where you had to buy a book, right? Because the library didn't have any recent books about software engineering, so you had to put a budget behind learning how to code back in the day. Now it's like drinking from a fire hose, right? All this information is available, and you've got to do much more of a job of curating the information and finding out, which oftentimes takes somebody else sort of guiding you down these pathways of like, no, no, focus on this. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of things going on. So that would be my advice, is like, if you can find supportive people, but that's not always going to be like my parents' generation. It's much more likely that it's your generation, people that are your peers that are also interested, could be great places to sort of like, continue to inspire you to keep trying.